Say you want to play this game? Splatterhouse. Are you ready?
The Analogue Do. That's right, folks, the Analogue Do, and how to update it, and how to add images to your Analogue Do, so that way you can get some cool stuff for your CD and your card games. Really cool. So, this is actually really simple, and you have a lot of options on the table to do this. So, I went with a 128 gigabyte, because I'm never really going to exceed that. But I prefer ScanDisk because ScanDisk is usually, this says SanDisk instead of ScanDisk, but, right, you know, is there a difference, you know, but who knows, right? So, what really matters is you can do a 32 gigabyte or a 64. I would prefer 64 or higher. So there's really no point in putting a terabyte in there unless if you're just crazy. And say you own 1 million games, okay, but still, it'll never take up a terabyte in there. Now, one cool thing about this is you can also put a whole bunch of games on here and stuff like that, but we're not going to go into that and how to do that right now. What we are going to go into is, you know, you can use different types of the little SD drives. Okay, so to make this really simple for you, so go ahead and get your SD drive that you like, you know, and I went with a 128 like I said. 64 or higher is usually what I go with on anything. The 250 something is just a little overkill, so 128 is plenty, you know. So when you first get this, stick it in your computer. Erase anything that's on it, okay? Erase anything that's on it. And then, after you do that, format it. Click on the format box and format it to exFAT, to the fat one. Fat King. exFAT that thing. So, after you do that, what you want to do with your Analogue Do is you want to plug this thing in. If you haven't turned this thing on yet or ever, plug this thing in and turn it on and let it upload and go through all of its stuff before you try to update this thing. Make sure there's no games plugged in at all or anything, okay? No games in it. And if it's brand new, plug this in first and play on it. Just make sure that you go through all the options. Then, after that, turn it off. And you're going to update this card, which I'm going to show you how. And the card goes in right in the back right here. Okay, where it says SD right there. So that's where the card goes, right into the back of that. Now it kind of sticks out, you know, and the bigger card you get, you know, it's just how it is, you know, these days. So, yes, the card is sold separately. You have to buy your own card, you know, instead of it coming with it, because this hardware is not cheap to make. So, let's get to that and show you how it works. Okay, so you're ready to go ahead and grab the file from Analogue's website. And to do that, all you do is just go to your Google search, put in Analogue, making it real simple, and then you're going to see a screen like this. You go over to Support, click on Support, and then you're coming to the Do over here. That should just be called TurboGrafx 16, you know. You click on that, and there is your file. It says Download. So you're going to click on this, and it's going to throw it up into the corner up there. And it's going to be, you'll click on it and drag and drop into your folder. And it's ready to go. As soon as you got it in your folder on your computer, ready to go, and then you put it on your SD drive and update your computer system. Now, let's get to the images. Okay, so now that I've shown you the website that you go to get this stuff, this is how you're going to do it. So, you're going to have your SD card, as you can see here, and you're going to drag and drop the file that you got from Analogue and drop it on here, and then you're going to stick it in your do. After you stick it in the do and you turn on and you let the whole Analogue TurboGrafx 16 update, after you do all that, then you're going to take it back out of the Analogue and plug it back into your computer, the SD drive. So you create separate folders like I did here. This one says Analogue Do Update, and my computer turns that Analogue Do Update into Word, because Word wants to take over everything, so I'm going to have to delete that. It makes it look horrible, but it should just look like a file, really, like one of these right here, okay? So what you need is this full set of files to be set in here, okay? So that's why you want to put this file from Analogue's website onto the SD drive, put it in your TurboGrafx 16 Analogue Do, turn it on, let it update, and then pull it back out once everything's all done, and then bring it back to your computer. And how we do the images, as you can see right here, are the images. It's going to have the PCE and the PCCD, so that's for the CD, and that's for the actual the card games, and then these are the thumbs, okay? And so I named it Do TurboGrafx 16, but you just right click on the background like this right here, and you go to New, and it'll bring up Folder, and you want to put a folder over here, and you're going to name the folder, and then that's where you drag and drop all of these in there. You see what I'm saying? So you put all those in there, and it's real simple. So once you have all of these right here, okay, for your stuff, okay, these are the images. So in order to do the images, you're going to have to go to System, double click on it, and then you're going to go to Library. And then it's going to say the word Images right there. And then you're going to click on Images, and look, those files look exactly the same. So you go to right here, and you see that, and you just copy or drag and drop into the folder that says Images. So when I go back, you see it says Images, and that's where you open it up by double clicking, drag and drop each one of these in there. You go back, as you can see, you go into Library, and you're in System, the System folder. So the System folder has your library, and it's literally that simple. So you wanted this whole set of folders to be in there, okay? This whole set of folders is how you can mod and add stuff and do stuff people don't know about. And as far as it goes, you just go into the system and bing, bang, boom. And then you stick the card back into your system in any game you put in there, which is the next video you're about to see on how to do that. Let's take a look. Then you'll get a screen that looks like this. Finishing upgrade. You know how it is. But what can I say? When it comes to the 8-bit do, the 9-bit do does the 10-bit do hole. Okay, so now to get those images for your TurboGrafx 16 Analogue Do, the best way to really do it is just go ahead and Google and put Analogue Do Library Images. And the fastest way really is you'll go to the Reddit link that's right here. Reddit is kind of helpful for some people. Otherwise, you can actually type in the Dropbox or the GitHub that has the files. Now, I'm going to go over this with you because there's more included in what I'm about to teach you. So the easiest way is really the very first thing comes up as Analogue Do Library Images. So you go ahead and click on that Reddit link. Now, in this situation here, the first thing you want to do, now they have a little listing here of archive and library. The Reddit post has a lot of links, and so you can find a lot of little secrets from other people in here. And they're actually decent links. So the Dropbox one, there's a second one that contains box arts. There's the first one contains the titles. So you can do the titles and you can do the box art. So which one do you like better, the box art or the titles? So I went with title screens, and in the video that you've seen, or that you're going to see if you haven't seen it, is for the titles. So make sure you take a look here. It says the first one contains titles and the second one contains the box arts. So you can go with box arts or titles. It's up to you. I went with title screens because, I just thought, that would be cool. But the box art actually is really the best for like Bloody Wolf and all that stuff. So whenever you do that, you go to this Dropbox link. And like I said, Reddit is really cool because people will post individual things. And so, like I said, the first one, your titles. Second one is box art. Most people go with the box art. In my main video, it was mainly the titles, but you click on this and there you go. You got system, library, images, and there's all your box art. You just, and you'll download the whole thing as the download up here, and you'll download it all and drag and drop into your file. Like I said, most people will go with the box art because the box art looks really cool. Okay, so after you have installed your update and after you have installed your images for both the TurboGrafx and the PC engine, so you put those in there, after you put those files in there, now anytime you go to play a game, it's going to log it, and your games will be found in your library. And as you can see, there's Bonk's Adventure right there. There's Keith Courage. And then there's Shinru Sinru Shin Chang Chang. So, as you can see, it's already starting to log some of my games. So that's like kind of like the grid there. And so when you go to the list that they're shown here with names, and then you go to the grid version where it's like a grid and it's going to be like a patchwork all the way across where you can see them in this way. So hitting the select button, you can move across the top. So images is what you're seeing right here, and you can back out of that now. See, whenever you go to play the game, this is what it'll look like. Unfortunately, the game that's in there right now is this Japanese symbol. So right underneath where it says Japan, the region, that's where the picture of the game will be from now on. Okay, so here is the box art. And the box art looks pretty good. As you can see, Bonk's Adventure, Keith Courage, War of the Dead. We've got Splatterhouse, and we got Victory Run. They all look pretty good as far as having box art on here versus the title. So in the other video, I showed you the title screen. You can pick which you would prefer. Some title screens look really cool, and that's why you might want the title screen, but some title screens are just plain as can be. So, yeah, when it comes to this, I would say the box art does look better. And there you have it. Wow, check out this game right here. It's really weird. I'm going to hit the knife button. Check this out. I'm going to turn the turbo off. That's normal right there. Turn that turbo on. It's like crack cocaine, bitches.
Say you want to play this game? Splatterhouse. Only for the TurboGrafx 16 system from NEC.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.